In just a minute, Mr. Montoy. Yeah. Trying to organize all these people. All right, make sure that I have no victims in the Zoom room. All right, I have somebody on a Samsung device. Sir, you are Christopher Brown, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Owen Brown, file number 21-20325FH. Mr. Brown, I do have Craig Pappen from the Attorney General's office, and Mr. Brown, your matter was dismissed because of your compliance. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. All right, you're all set, Mr. Brown. Thank you. Stay up on your payments, though.
Okay.
Don't fall. Okay, bye-bye.
I should be done.
Good. All right, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you.
And I have one more. Let's see who they are. All right, I have somebody I just admitted on a Motorola device. Could you unmute your device and let me know who you are? Hi, what is your name?
Troy Hartman.
Troy Hartman.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Hartman, can I ask what you're here on today?
I am the victim.
Okay, I have a lot of sentencing, so that could be a lot of victims. So which case are you coming in on, sir?
Oh, Christina K. Feather.
Okay, thank you. So I am going to change your screen name. I'm not ready to do that sentencing yet. So I'm waiting for the attorney. She's in the other courtroom right now. So Mr. Hartman, I will put you in the waiting room. And when I get ready to do that one, I will bring you back in, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
No. Okay. So I don't need those people. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jason Mark Crane, file number 25-22107FH. Counsel, can you identify yourself and your P number, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Montoy, P74163. I'm on behalf of Jason Crane, who joins me.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Montoy. So, Mr. Montoy, you received a copy of the pre-sentence report.
We did, Your Honor. I've reviewed it. Mr. Crane has reviewed it. We have just one very minor correction or perhaps addition to the report, if I could take it to the spot I'm talking about.
Sure.
Okay, page 2, the second paragraph from the top is entitled Recommendation Narrative. The last sentence in that paragraph says he is to receive 5 days jail. I believe that the officer just left off credit because that matches the 5 days jail credit on the face sheet. So I would propose just adding the word credit to the end of that sentence.
Mr. Jones. Mr. Malaro, your client here.
I got no problem with that.
Okay, we will do that. All right, so Mr. Crane, you've had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report.
Yes.
Good, and you've had ample opportunity to discuss it with your attorney, correct?
Correct.
And you are satisfied with Mr. Montoy as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes.
And Mr. Montoy, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any other information in the report?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I show he has no prior misdemeanor convictions and no prior felony convictions. Is that correct?
It is.
The probation department has computed the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 1 month. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
I agree, Your Honor.
All right, prosecutor's office and yourself did make a Killebrew agreement at the time of the plea indicating that there would be no upfront jail at the time of sentencing. Is that correct, Mr. Montoy?
It is correct.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything, Mr. Montoy, you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Just very briefly, Your Honor, with respect to the recommendations, I think they comport, I think they're all appropriate and they comport with the sentence agreement. So I would just be asking the court to follow those recommendations. As you already stated, Mr. Crane has no priors on his record. He looks forward to successfully completing his probation and being compliant throughout, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Crane, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
No, thanks, ma'am.
All right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of your offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. It's a sentence of the court that you'll be placed on probation for a period of 5 years. You will pay $750 in court costs, $130 crime victim rights fee, $68 in state costs. There's a $60 DNA fee. Supervision is $30 per month, $60 if we have to put a tether on you. And you must remain on the Michigan Sex Offender Registry for 25 years. During your term of probation, you must obey and comply with all the articles of your probation. In addition, you must enter and complete sex offender treatment, not to violate any criminal laws, not to have any verbal, written, electronic, or physical contact with any individual age 17 or under. You must, as I said, complete the sexual abuse prevention programming when referred to it. You must not live, work, or loiter within a student safety zone defined as 1,000 feet of school property, developmental kindergarten through 12th grade, unless you meet a statutory exemption. You can't go within 500 feet of parks, municipal swimming pools, playgrounds, childcare centers, preschools, arcades, or any other place primarily used by individuals age 17 or under without approval of the field agent. Understand that you have to register under the Michigan Sex Offender Registry Act. Failure to timely do so could result in another charge. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You're not to leave the state without the consent of this court through your probation officer. You must not access the internet using any device prior to completing and signing the MDOC internet use agreement, and then you must abide with those conditions. Not to use or possess alcohol. You must comply with all alcohol and drug testing. You're not to use any illegal controlled substances. You must make a truthful report to the probation officer monthly or as they require. Notify them immediately of any change of address or employment status. Not to engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. And understand that you must submit to the search of your person and property. That could be your car, your residential computer, your phone, without the need of a warrant, if they have reasonable cause to believe that you have items that violate the conditions of your probation. Now, anything else, Mr. Jones?
No, that's it, Judge.
All right, you do have the right to appeal this sentence. We are going to, Mr. Montoy, do you want us to email this to you, or do you want us just to mail the appellate rights to him directly?
You can just
If I
mail it to
email
him.
it,
Whichever
just
is
mail
easier.
it to him.
Whichever is
Oh,
easier.
it's fine.
Okay.
So, Mr. Crane, you do have the right to appeal this sentence. So we're gonna mail to the address we have for you. You're in Saginaw, right?
Yes.
All right, and you're gonna have to come here and report one time, I believe, Mr. Jones, before he can transfer probation, correct?
That's correct. Tuesday morning's fine.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to come here Tuesday morning, between what, 8 and 10, Mr. Jones?
Let's do 10 since he's driving from Saginaw.
Okay, and then they'll process the paperwork to transfer your probation to your home county, okay?
Okay.
We are going to mail to you your notice of right to appellate review. And there'll be a self-addressed stamped envelope. In that envelope, along with 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. One will be marked for you to initial and date. initial date it, fold it up, put it back in the self-addressed stamped envelope that we provided and mail it back to us, just so that we know you received your appellate paperwork. If you wish to appeal your sentence, fill out the forms and mail them to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right, Mr. Crane?
All right.
All right, anything else, Mr. Montoy?
Just for the record, I will review those appellate rights with Mr. Crane, amongst ourselves too.
Okay, very good. All right, and Mr. Crane, 10 o'clock Tuesday morning, come to the courthouse and meet with Mr. Jones, all right?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Montoy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Malaro and Mr. Collins. And Mr. Pappen, Rhonda Underwood goes back and forth between myself and my benchmate, so she's probably in front of Judge Olsaver. So she'll be with us shortly.
Thank you.
All right, are you ready then on Mr. Collins?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Collins, you and your attorney can step up to the podium. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Eugene Everett Collins, file number 25-22143FH of Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Collins. Both parties are present in the courtroom. And child support case. Let me make sure I don't have anybody else. All right, so Mr. Collins, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yes,
Have you had can you kind of speak up a little bit for me, just a little bit louder?
yes,
All right, and you've had an opportunity to review that with your attorney?
yes, I have.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Malaro as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes,
All right, and I will say, Mr. Malaro, that the court does recognize and acknowledge that the prosecutor's office and yourself reached a Killebrew agreement that there would be no upfront jail.
Correct.
Okay. Do you wish I just want to make sure you know I knew that. So do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect? I see no prior misdemeanors and no prior felonies.
Right, we have no, yes, there's nothing.
Okay, the probation department has computed the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 1 month. Do you agree with that calculation of guidelines?
We do, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
I would, Judge. Mr. Collins is 53 years old. As the court's already noted, he has no record of any kind. I'm pretty sure Mr. Collins cannot explain the stupidity of what he did, because it was clearly stupid. He's embarrassed by it all. And this is going to have this one moment of stupidity on his part is going to have far-reaching consequences for the rest of his life. And so we'd ask the court to follow the recommendation and the Killebrew agreement. I'm sure Mr. Collins will spend the remainder of probation and beyond to rectify the situation and show the court and society that this was, for some crazy, stupid reason, he did something really dumb. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Collins, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
ain't nothing I really could say except for me doing something stupid.
All right. Right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. It's a sentence of the court that you be placed on probation for a period of 5 years. You will pay $750 in court costs, $130 crime victim right fee, $68 in state costs, $60 DNA fee. There's a $30 per month supervision fee, $60 if we're required to place a tether on you. You are to remain active on the Michigan Sex Offender Registry for 25 years. We will give you credit for 11 days already served in jail. You are ordered to obey and comply with all the terms of your probation, and that includes not violating any criminal law of any government, complete sexual abuse prevention programming and treatment when referred to. You must, as I said, register as a Michigan sex offender with the Registration Act, and understand failure to do so or filing late can result in a new charge. So just be aware, you gotta make sure you calendar that. You can't leave the state of Michigan without consent of the court. You must not use alcohol or possess alcohol or any other intoxicants. You can't like hang out at a bar. You can go to Jerry's Pub till like dinner's done being served, and then you would have to leave. You know what I mean? Okay. You must comply with alcohol and drug testing, obviously not to use any illegal controlled substances, report as required to the probation department, notify them immediately of any change of address or employment status, and understand that they have the right, and you must submit to a search of your person and property, including but not limited to your vehicle, residence, computer, or phone, without the need of a warrant if the field agent has reasonable cause to believe that you have items which violate the conditions of your probation. Now, my bailiff is going to hand down to you your notice of right to appeal. I'm going to ask you to initial and date one copy for our records, just to acknowledge you received the paperwork. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal the sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right.
Judge, if I could.
Yes, Mr. Jones.
So this one's a little bit different than the previous sentence. Mr. Collins lives in Toledo. So we're gonna have to do an out-of-state transfer, but unfortunately our clerical is not here today. Is it possible for the court to allow him to be back in Toledo from the 4th, and then he'll be back in my office on the 8th on that Tuesday, and then I will get that transfer completed?
Of course, yeah. So the lady that works here that does the transfer paperwork is not available today. So you're gonna between 8 and 10, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, that's fine.
So next Tuesday between 8 and 10, you're gonna have to come back and see Mr. Jones right across the hall, and they'll do the paperwork to transfer your probation to Ohio, but obviously you can return to Ohio. Okay? All right, the record should reflect I received back a signed copy of the notice of right to appellate review. Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See that, Mr. Millar, did you see that new Supreme Court case that just came down? Oh, there's a new Supreme Court case that just came down that the presence of this odor of marijuana is not enough reason to search a vehicle without a warrant.
I can see that since it's legal.
Yeah, yeah,
And then, I mean, that lingers.
it does linger. A lot, 11, yeah, and 5 on, great. Okay, yeah, 5, thank you.
Judge, I don't have anything with you, but is your jury room okay?
Of course.
What happened with the trial yesterday, Judge?
It was interesting. I learned a new term because I never heard it before.
Sir rebuttal?
Sir rebuttal. I think I learned it in law school,
Yeah.
and I haven't heard that term forever.
It doesn't get used very often, but.
No. We had a hung jury,
Oh, really? Oh,
so we declared a mistrial, and the defendant entered into the diversion program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much is the diversion gonna be?
I think it's 20,000 or more. What do you say?
40,000,
40.
clean up and loss of material is $40,000.
You're going back and forth pretty good.
I can't think of anybody. The only one I could think of was Joan.
No, oh, okay.
I mean, I think the conflict is gone that she had. Okay, but I can't think, I reached out to two people and.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry.
That makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have a maternity leave.
You're going on maternity leave?
No. We have someone going on maternity leave probably in about 3 weeks. It's temporary secretary.
Oh, it's not an attorney.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not. I will never go on maternity leave, Judge, ever.
Ever. I didn't
That's
get
what I ever
maternity
did
leave. I
before.
had 27 days to shoot that baby out and get back to work. That's what happens when you're self-employed.
That's right.
Remember I came back and Joanne's like, oh my God, why are you back? And I'm like, yeah, I left the baby in the car. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Windows are down.
If I have to take maternity leave, I would not be this happy.
You might be rich.
Depressed. Totally depressed.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So I can see a hung jury, dude. Brooks was going in pretty good.
Yeah.
The jury was definitely paying attention.
Yeah, they were very attentive. They were a very good jury. And, we I have,
thought you
hold on.
probably- Jim's probably more awake, more asleep than he is awake.
All right, I'm gonna go back in. All right, so Miss Underwood, good morning. Maybe. I know she's there. Good morning, Miss Underwood. Are you ready?
Good morning.
Okay, this is in the matter of, I'm gonna bring them in. I have a victim appearing via Zoom as well as Miss Feather, so I'm gonna bring them in. Can you, Miss Underwood, move your screen so I can see your face? Thank you. All right, so, Ms. Feather, go ahead and start your video and unmute your device. Mr. Hartman, you'll be afforded an opportunity to speak today if you would like. Do you know Mr. Pappen if he wishes to, or?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You do know, or you
He
don't?
had a brief written victim impact statement that he attached to that was attached to the PSI. But if he unmutes, we can ask him that question if he still wanted to do anything beyond that.
All right, Mr. Hart, all right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christina K. Feather, file number 24-21745FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Ms. Feather, and I have Craig Pappen appearing on behalf of the Attorney General's office. Ms. Feather has appeared via Zoom. Mr. Hartman, if you want to go ahead and unmute your device. Will you want to make a statement today when it's time for you to make a statement, or do you want to rely on the submission that you provided?
Reliable statement provided.
Okay, thank you very much. So, all right, go ahead and mute yourself again. Thank you. All right, Ms. Feather, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
The PI, yesterday, yeah, I did.
Okay, and you've had an opportunity to discuss that with Ms. Underwood?
Not yet. We're supposed to do that this morning.
Okay, Ms. Underwood, are you going to need a breakout room with Ms. Feather?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Ms. Feather was sent a couple copies. So we finally made sure she had one in hand yesterday. But yes,
Okay.
I will briefly speak with her. Yes.
All right, I'm going to open up a breakout room, and Ms. Feather and Ms. Underwood, go ahead and join the breakout room, and then I'll mute the courtroom. All right, so we are back. Wait, no, she's not back. Let me bring her back. All right, so we are back on the record with Ms. Feather. Ms. Feather, have you now had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yeah,
All right, are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
yeah, I do.
All right, okay. Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in this pre-sentence report?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, does the pre-sentence report disclose, I show she has 3 prior misdemeanors. Does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
It does not, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, I'm going to ask Mr. Pappen, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of the Attorney General?
Your Honor, I would just indicate that the current child support arrearage appears to be $24,694.53. There is a continuing child support
How
obligation.
much, wait, how much did you have?
I'm showing $24,694.53.
Okay. As of yesterday, I had 24,828.07 cents. So I think it might have updated just recently for April. So, all right, anything else, Mr. Pappen?
Well, my date of information was April 1st. So if it triggered then the new support obligation of $314 a month, that may account for part of that. I would indicate for the last 3 months that Ms. Feather has met or exceeded her child support obligation.
Yep, I do have that. Yep, thank you. I did
Thank you.
verify that as well. Any recommendation or anything else regarding the sentence?
Yeah, I would just follow the recommendations. I think if we're getting the obligation and we're getting the arrearage reduced, maybe a little more aggressively is what I would suggest, but the probation resolution seems adequate for this case.
All right. All right, and Mr. Hartman chose not to speak. There was a victim impact statement and I did review that. All right, Ms. Underwood, is there anything you'd like to say on your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, since this case has begun, Ms. Feather has stepped up to the plate. She has taken responsibility. She has cleared up matters she had in Ohio. She has gotten a job. She has, the child support is coming in right out of her check. I believe, I spoke to Ms. Brenner, and I believe Ms. Feather may be eligible for some forgiveness on some state money that's owed, Your Honor, if she pursues that and fills out those forms. And I would encourage her to do that. I think Ms. Feather has done everything she can to, within the parameters of her situation, to address this issue, Your Honor. And she has kept her end of the bargain by keeping her payments coming. And I would encourage the court to reflect that in her sentencing.
All right, Ms. Feather, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
All I'm doing is I'm trying my best with everything that I can. I love my job. I keep on wanting to do my job. I've been there since July. So I'm very happy where I'm at right now. I'm doing really, really good since I've been back home and everything. I've got all my bills caught up. I'm paying my bills like I'm supposed to and working. So I feel like I'm doing a really good job at what I'm supposed to be doing.
Ma'am, and I don't want your address on the record, but what state do you live in?
I live in North Dakota. I've been in North Dakota for almost 5 years now in the same
Yeah,
residence.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure of that. Okay. All right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, or I'm sorry, Ms. Underwood, the guidelines were 0 to 9 months. Did you say you agree with those guidelines?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication, law, and protection of society. So I did, yes, indeed, verify yesterday with friend of the court that while she made a small payment part of December, she made up for it. And she has been pretty steadily paying the 314 as ordered. So Ms. Feather, I do appreciate that you're doing that. As time goes on, if you can pay a little bit more to help pay down this arrearage, as stated by Mr. Pappen, that would probably be a good idea. So it's sentence of the court that you'll be placed on probation for a period of 3 years. You are a resident of North Dakota. Ms. Walsh, part of the problem we have is feasibility of somehow, I don't know that she's gonna be able to get back here. One, that's an expensive plane trip. And so I'd rather her be spending money on child support and not coming to Michigan. So I don't know how we figure that out. So we'll have to figure that out. Okay, I'll let you have a breakout room with her today too, and we'll see, and maybe I'll walk over and talk to Mr. Patton. So
he's not here.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do with that part. It's our interstate compact unit, so I'm not sure that. I'm not sure.
All right, so we're gonna try to figure that out, Ms. Feather. Unless, is there a time you're gonna be planning to come to Michigan?
I was gonna try to come in July, but with all like the bills and everything that I'm like court costs and court fines and everything like that, it's probably gonna be harder to do that. But what am I? I'm just asking questions. What would I have to come to Michigan for? Is there
So,
papers?
so we would transfer your probation to North Dakota. And
Right.
typically, the way our state sets it up is that you have to come here to do the transfer paperwork. So,
Okay.
obviously, we don't want to wait till July. I also know that plane tickets to North Dakota are like super expensive. So, we're gonna see what we can do to accommodate that and get around that. All right, Ms. Feather?
All right, sounds good. Yeah, because I don't even have a car right now. That's what I've been trying to work on and everything too as well. So.
Okay. All right, so we will sentence you to probation for a period of 3 years. You're not to leave the state of North Dakota or Michigan without permission of the court. We'll talk about that. Obviously, I'm gonna allow if you decide to have parenting time or exercise, something of that nature, you can travel to Michigan to see family. You must not change residence without permission of the field agent. You must report as required, and that would be in North Dakota, but you must take medication as prescribed. Not to, let's see, if you move or change jobs, you need to notify the probation officer immediately. So obey all court orders, not engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. Not to have contact with anybody housed in the Michigan Department of Corrections. Not to use any object as a weapon. Let's see, you must comply with written or verbal orders made by your probation officer. They have the right to enter your residence and search your personal property at any time if they have reasonable cause to believe you have items which might violate your probation. And that includes your vehicle, your house, your computer, your phone. You must report any arrest or police contact, loss of employment, change of residence within 24 hours. Maintain minimum of 30 hours per week employment. So our restitution for extradition is $5,584. Understand that Ms. Walsh will be setting up a monthly payment that you're gonna make, and we do take into account your income. Because to be honest, I'm more concerned about the child support than the restitution for extradition. So I would like restitution for child support paid first. There's a crime victim assessment fee in the amount of $130. State costs in the amount of, where's the little post-it? Let's see, $68 in state costs, $130 crime victim rights fee. $30 per month supervision fee, 60 if we have to put you on a tether.
What was that one? That was $30 for what?
Supervision fee, that's how much they charge, the probation department charges to supervise you. And then it's 60 if we have to put a tether on you.
Now, do they have to do that, or is that if something happens?
The tether?
Yeah.
That's only if you misbehave and we have to keep track of you.
Okay. All right. I don't think you have to worry about that. So.
All right. And then Mr. Pappen, the amount that she's ordered to pay is $314 a month, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And then there is a child support order, whatever your child support order is, you're supposed to pay. And I don't know if the $314 included an extra amount to cover the arrearage, Mr. Pappen?
It does not. That's just simply the monthly obligation that she has current.
All right, so understand your monthly obligation is $314 and you're staying current, which is why if you can pay an extra $50 a month, obviously we're gonna do an intercept to take your income tax returns and things of that nature, but you know, you have to pay that bare minimum as well as additional if you can. And then Ms. Underwood spoke to you about the program to have a review to see if you can get some forgiveness, right?
Yeah, I need that paperwork if there's any way you guys could send it, because it's easier for me to get stuff through mail than through the email, because I have no way
Okay,
to.
can you have your child go away?
Yeah, Madison, can you go in the other room, please? Yeah, they've been getting around through school. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Go over there. You're fine.
Okay. I don't have that paperwork, so perhaps Miss Underwood, would you just, she called the friend of the court, Miss Underwood? I don't know. I don't do that.
Boy, we don't have anyone from front of the court here, do we? Okay, I will go down to front of the court and see if they will provide her with that, Your Honor.
Thank you, Miss Underwood. And there's $60 DNA fee for that, and let's see, we ordered the $68 in state costs. So, ma'am, I will give you a breakout room with Miss Walsh after this, if Miss Walsh would like that. And we're gonna try to figure out how to accommodate the fact that you live like in North Dakota, like way, way far away. So you do have the right to appeal this sentence. So we're going to mail to you your notice of right to appellate review. In that envelope will be a self-addressed stamped envelope and 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. One of those copies will be marked for you to initial and date. Go ahead and initial and date it, and then pop it back in that self-addressed envelope and stick it in the mailbox to come back to us. That way we know you received your appellate paperwork. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the forms and mail them to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, anything else, Mr. Pappen?
Yes, Your Honor. What is the court's pleasure concerning the recommended court costs of $750 and attorney fees of $450?
So Michigan doesn't assess attorney fees. That's an old PSI because it was adjourned out. So we no longer assess the $450 in attorney fees. And to be honest, I'm much more interested in her being able to have the money to pay towards her child support and restitution. So I'm not going to assess the $750 in court costs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Feather, I am not assessing those so that that money can go towards child support and also towards that extradition fee. But Ms. Walsh, I would like the money going to child support arrearage before it goes to the restitution for transport. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And do you want a breakout room with her?
No, I just need to verify the first. Is your phone number the same? 701.
Yep.
And the last 4 736 7379.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll call you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Right, and Ms. Feather, like I said, we'll work to accommodate you on that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that we can or can't, but we'll see what we can do.
I'll talk to someone. I'm not gonna have her spend that money coming down here. I mean, so, all right, we will, good luck to you, Ms. Feather, and we will talk to you later. Anything else you want to say to her, Ms. Walsh, or just that you're gonna call her?
Yep.
And we lost Miss Underwood, so I don't know where she went. Okay,
Oh.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Pappen.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Ms. Feather.
Thank you.
So many Joe windows.
John Gordon. I noticed we did a Cobb's, but,
Okay, great.
Hi,
Somebody, somewhere.
somewhere. This is Judge Ann Sloan. I'm ready for Charles Gorton. I had like 3 jail windows. Now I have 1.
That's because Judge Taylor and Anzone, or I'm sorry, Old Savers, all jumping in there. So we'll do what we can for you. We'll get Gordon going to start with.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks, bye.
Bye.
so I see we did a Cobb's on him and.
What's your name?
Troy Pasha.
So, Mr. Pasha, why don't you come up to the podium? Great. In the matter of Luke Magnus versus Troy Pasha, file number 22-226997NI. You can just stand there for a minute. Evidently, there's been some kind of resolution. Have you talked to anybody about this?
No one's talked to me. I just had to call to get the date to come in today.
Okay, Miss Adams, what were you told when the case was taken off?
Rosemary from Attorney Conlin, I believe she said, called and said they had settled it.
Do you have an attorney?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we got notice that your case settled somehow, and I don't have any more information than that because they don't give me that. So maybe call the other attorney?
Yeah.
Okay,
But that's it.
that's it. All right, thank you. Yeah, but thank you.
You guys have a good day.
You too. Yeah. All right, so I don't know where Rhonda went. I think she went to talk to. All right, so let me put the courtroom in the waiting room and.
Yeah. All right. She should come back to you shortly.
Mr. Gorton,
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. So Mr. Malaro is stepping out of the courtroom right now to go chat with the prosecutor on your case, okay?
Okay.
So it'll just be a few minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
This file's back.
Hi, Rhonda, you look pretty.
Thank you. You always look pretty, Joanne.
Oh, thank you. I love your pearls.
We're doing
Yeah, we're doing the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
You know, I put on a pair of earrings
Uh-huh,
to go with the
uh-huh.
these earrings, Joanne. They're apparently so heavy that the backs fall off them. And the earrings.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I lost both earrings.
Oh, no.
I'm
Did you
in
get
the
those in
car
Mexico?
coming over.
Did you get those in Mexico?
Hmm?
Did you get those?
No.
No, those are from here.
No.
So what
and
color were the earrings? Let me see.
They're
It's like, is that a gold?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty. Very pretty,
But-
Rhonda.
but
Very
the
pretty. So
earrings
heavy.
are kind of the same,
Yeah,
but they're very heavy.
yeah. Oh, my word.
And they just,
What kind of, do they have, like, do they have that kind of backing, the plastic?
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
put on them and
yeah.
they both,
Both lost them. Oh, my gosh.
I think they need those kind of gel ones.
Yes, yes.
But I don't know.
I,
Can you just buy them?
I would think, but I've not seen them in the store.
I should probably look on Amazon.
Yeah,
That's one
yeah.
of those things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the necklace is really pretty.
I just want to wear the earrings.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened with your trial?
Mistrial.
Mistrial?
Hung. Yeah.
Hung jury?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, they both did a good job, but I think he planted enough down. And he got some pictures at the last minute, those 2 pictures of the whole on the day of yesterday morning. So,
wow.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That is,
Mhm, mhm.
that is impressive.
Yeah, yeah,
Goodness.
yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah,
well, yeah, Miss Madrid is ready anytime.
okay, okay.
No, all of a sudden my computer like dumped me out of here.
I wonder, the judge said, I've lost Miss Underwood, so, I don't know what happened. Yeah,
It's,
huh.
and
Wow.
it wouldn't let me back in either.
Mhm. Hmm, that's crazy. Well, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I think so. We're just waiting for actually, we're waiting for Mr. Malaro to get back. I'll check with Becky and see if Miss Madrid is on, because that's Mr. Gorton, and he's waiting for Sam, so let me go check. Shanna right now.
Oh, water.
Right, we'll have her brought down. We'll have her brought down.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
yeah, and
Right down, please.
Mr. Gorton, we're just waiting for Mr. Malaro to come back up, so just be a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Madrid and Miss Underwood. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Sierra Madrid and Madrid, file number 24-22093FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Miss Madrid, and Miss Walsh is present via Zoom from the Michigan Department of Corrections. So, Miss Madrid, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you move that microphone a little bit and speak louder for me? You're kind of soft-spoken. Thank you. Can you repeat your response?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And you've had an opportunity to discuss the pre-sentence report with Miss Underwood?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with Miss Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
We do not, Your Honor.
Attorneys are really loud, like we don't even need to move the microphone because we yell all the time. So, yep, you're good. So, Miss Underwood, does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
It does not, Your Honor.
Miss Underwood, the guidelines were computed to be 0 to 9 months. Do you dispute those guidelines?
We do not dispute the guidelines.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on your client's behalf?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I think the recovery court will be precisely what my client needs, Your Honor. She is very excited about the process. She, on a positive upswing, Your Honor, she has worked to try to get a better job. She has one now available that she's very excited about. Because they're willing to work with her and all the demands that recovery court is going to give her. And they're willing to do that, and she's very excited about it. I think Ms. Madrid understands the situation. I think she really wants to make some positive changes in her life so that she can have a better life and more stable and be able to have a job and be proud of it and make her own money and pay her own way. And I think that recovery court will give her an opportunity to do that. So I don't know what they're going to require of her. I mean, if, you know, she wants to be able to work, but I know there are going to be either rehab or outpatient requirements of her. So she's very excited to get started and see what that looks like, Your Honor, after she talks to them.
Okay. So Miss Walsh, I'm looking, so we do have approval, correct? I'm verifying it, but I think we do for recovery court, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so Ms. Madrid, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
Yes, there is. So I have this boss named Goodrow, and I didn't put in the PSI because I only did a couple jobs for him, so I didn't really think it was like a stable job. But while I've been in jail, I've gotten a hold of him. I've talked to him every day. He offered me a room at his house. He has cameras all over his house, like not in the room or nothing, but like in the kitchen. Like he says that I can stay there. $60 a day is what I get paid at work, is cleaning. I've pulled up carpet before, and he does various jobs. He works for the Browns. It'd be $400 a month. $60 is what I get paid a day, and 400 to like pay rent and stuff. And then he'd also work around, like if I were to do outpatient, he'd work around like AA in the morning if I gotta do that. And he's willing to work, like if I gotta be somewhere for recovery court, he's willing to work around that.
Okay, and this is local here in Lenawee County. Okay. All right, anything else? Okay, all right, so Ms. Madrid, just to go through recovery court, I know you've been on probation before, and sometimes people run from probation if they think they're gonna be in trouble, or they look at it as being a punitive type of program, but understand the recovery court works with you to overcome addiction issues. So it's not punitive, it's more of intense counseling, intense outpatient. Usually in phase one, we're less worried about you having a job because phase one is pretty overwhelming. And you have to remember that recovery court comes first over your employment too, and whatever obligations you have. So you have to remember, you have to focus on the recovery court program. All right. Ms. Walsh, do we have an update on credit? When did you?
An update?
Originally, you've not been in jail since December.
December 8th, I've been in jail.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, so you've been in jail since December 8th, correct?
Let me get that for you. That would be, I don't know how I missed that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. She's been in jail since
December 8th.
Oh, well, she got a PR bond. Looks like.
When do you see a PR bond?
I have to look at the case. You don't show a PR bond?
I don't know. I got her in oranges, so I show.
You've been in jail since December, right?
Yeah, did you have something in district court?
Yeah.
I think I got PR bonded, but then January 8th, they took that PR off so I could get credit.
All right, so you've not been out of jail since December 8th.
Right.
All right, so I'll give her credit back to December 8th, Ms. Walsh, so.
So today would be, oops. So that's why I didn't do the credit, because she initially had a PR bond. It would be 118 days.
All right, so, all right, I made that change to the pre-sentence report. All right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and protection of society. It's sent to the court that you will be placed on probation for a period of 3 years. During that term of probation, you're not to leave the state without the permission of the court. You must not use or possess any alcohol beverages or live anywhere where they have those, so nobody in your home can have them either. You're not to enter bars or other places where the primary purpose is to serve alcohol. You can go for dinner, but then you gotta leave. You can't stay for bar time, right? You must comply with all requirements of drug testing. You are not to use any illegal controlled substances, and under the recovery court program, you cannot use marijuana either. Do you understand that? We receive federal grants and they do not allow for marijuana usage, okay? You must not use or possess any paraphernalia. You must use prescription drugs only as prescribed. You must complete any outpatient or residential substance abuse treatment when referred. Complete a substance abuse assessment if referred. Make a truthful report to the probation department as often as required. Do you have your GED, high school diploma?
No.
Okay, so while you're on probation at some point, we'll work on getting your GED, okay? You have to notify them, the probation department, of any change of address or employment status. I'm going to do a curfew of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless you're given permission by the probation department. You must obey all court orders, can't engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. Are you friends with anybody who's currently in prison?
No.
Okay, you can't have contact with anybody in the Michigan Department of Corrections facilities. You must not use any objects as a weapon. You must contact the supervising field agent no later than the first business day following your placement on probation or release from jail. You must comply with written or verbal orders made by the field agent. You must allow the field agent into your residence at any time for supervision purposes. You must submit to a search of your person and property, including but not limited to your vehicle, your residence, your computer, without need of a warrant, if the field agent has reasonable cause to believe you have items which might violate the terms of your probation. You must report any arrest or police contact, loss of employment, change of residence within 24 hours to the probation department. And then we talked about it. You must find and maintain legitimate employment of up to 30 hours a week. And you'll be able to talk to the team members in the recovery court about what that's going to look like. I will give you credit. All right, so Ms. Walsh, do we have any information about what recovery court program is wanting to do with her at this point?
As far as with treatment?
Yeah, you want me to call Teresa?
No, they recommended residential.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is follow the recommendation for 180 days in Lenawee County Jail. I'm going to give you the credit for 118. And what they're going to do is set up a residential treatment program. They're short-term programs, but just kind of get you on your feet before you're released. I mean, obviously into the program, okay? There's a crime victim assessment fee in the amount of $130, $68 in state costs, $30 supervision fee, $60 if we have to put a tether on you. There's a $60 DNA fee. I'm going to order $750 in court costs. And that's it. So Miss Madrid, someone from the recovery court program will come meet with you. They're going to set up your transfer to an outpatient, to an inpatient program. And understand, if you leave that program or get kicked out, that could be a violation of probation, all right? And it's a good program. It really is. I'm always amazed at how well people work the program and come out in a completely different place, all right?
Thank you.
All right, so my bailiff's going to hand down to you your notice of right to appellate review. We're going to have you initial and date one copy for our records. The other copies are for you, and if you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right? Thank you. What? 10 cents.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Madrid, we look forward to seeing you back, okay? Thank you.
I think that's everything. I have to do.
Are you heading down to district court?
Yeah.
Check on Sam for me. Oh, nope, I got them.
They're probably asking him about.
They're right here.
See if we can get one.
Thank you. And the record should reflect I received back a signed copy of the notice of right to appellate review. So I got Mr. Gorton.
Can we approach, Judge?
Yeah, so I'll be with you in just a second, everybody. I'm gonna put the courtroom.
Nobody there yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
So this is where you're. These guys don't give a shit.
But it's not that, it's, I'm waiting on them, I'm here. You know what I'm supposed to do? Be quiet.
At least lean back on the wall and make it look like you're alive.
No, that's a hassle.
Can't even fucking see you.
Oh, well,
Looks like there's a pumpkin in the fucking picture.
there it is.
But there's one with a mohawk.
All right.
All right, Mr. Gordon, we are back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Charles James Gordon, file number 24-21934FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Gordon, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. And Mr. Gordon, I've had an opportunity to have a bench conference with both the prosecutor and your attorney. And your attorney would like an opportunity to review some guidelines and speak to you today. And I'm going to be adjourning the sentencing to April 11 at 8:15 in the morning. But Mr. Gordon, your attorney is going to go on back to a breakout room. Nothing's wrong, you're fine. Your attorney is going to go in the back and he's going to zoom in and we will put you guys in a breakout room so that you can meet, okay?
Okay.
All right, so April 11 at 8:15. And anything else we need to place on the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Gordon, you just hang out with us for a minute till your attorney logs in. Mr. Sneed, sorry for sending him down to track you down and drag you back up here.
Thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye.
Always happy to come up.
All right. Okay. So.
Hey, I think that's it.
Okay, so I think that concludes our criminal docket. Okay. And so I'm back to Ms. Kuhn and Mr. Hotchkiss, and I'm gonna go off live stream.
Are we off the record, Judge?